It's Arguing Goldfish. Elevator talk.
Two best friends with the attention span of a goldfish. We'll literally talk about anything and everything, and at some point, we'll argue about it. It's time for the Arguing Goldfish podcast.
I mean, there was somebody that couldn't stop eyeballing me the other day.
Ooh.
And I didn't even notice it.
Were you in the car?
No, I was in an elevator at work. And at my job, we had people
So
just
you
utilizing
were in the
multiple
elevator
people.
with somebody else,
Yeah, and I had.
and they were just staring at you in the elevator.
Well, I didn't even notice it. I was looking at my phone or something, or doing the normal thing where you watch the numbers change on the elevator. Because I got a whole thing about elevators. It's going to set me off.
Please.
We're going down a path here. So we'll start with this. I'm going to try to stay focused. Stay focused. So I was not paying attention. This person got on the elevator. The two people that were on my team with me thought it was hilarious because this person just would not stop eyeballing me. I don't know what it was about my face. I don't know what it was, but she was just,
Oh, it was a woman.
yeah,
Okay. Older?
maybe late 30s, early 40s.
Was she a guest?
No, she was an employee there.
She was also an employee,
Correct.
but we don't know this employee.
Don't know this employee.
Okay. Why do you think they were looking at you?
I don't know, but they were staring hard at me. And I didn't notice. I was not paying attention.
She white?
I believe so.
Okay.
I don't know.
Did she
Maybe.
stink? Did she have an odor?
I don't recall an odor.
Questions
But
need to be asked.
it's just, I don't know, maybe it's the stash. People
So
don't
you were
see
in an
this.
elevator.
I was.
Okay.
We were actively changing floors.
How many people in the elevator?
4 total.
Okay. I also have an issue with elevators, so I would very much like to hear yours.
So,
Hold on one second. It's Arguing Goldfish. Elevator talk.
yeah.
Go ahead. I'm ready because I got
So, I think elevator use in general, people are so bizarre on elevators.
Okay.
So, like a huge thing that bothers me, I'm trying to figure out a good way to say it. Just not waiting for someone to get off the elevator. Like, have you ever experienced someone charging in the elevator when you're trying to get off it?
Are you talking about the etiquette of getting on and off of an elevator? Because
Yes.
there is an etiquette that young people just don't fucking get, and I just want to grab by their little fucking asshole head and push it into the fucking elevator. The elevator door opens. The
I'm glad you
courtesy
finished
is
out that whole thing because, like, it's like you grab them by their ass. I was waiting.
Yeah,
Was that it? Like bowling ball
These
or like
new-
their head?
these
So,
younger kids are
both?
assholes. So
Okay.
the doors open to the elevator.
Yes,
The courtesy is you let the people out
Correct.
first.
correct.
These dickheads stand at the door so you can't even get out.
Correct.
So not only are they trying to get in, you're trying to get out, but they block the way. They don't fucking understand how common courtesy works. So that's one of my big problems. I don't know if that's more of a younger person thing or an elevator thing, but that pisses me off.
I mean, I see it across like all different ages, but more predominantly a younger population do that. And I can see standing to the side of the elevator when it opens, so you can stick your arm in the door, so that way you stop it from closing. And it's like, oh, welcome out. Come on in.
I think people have this understanding that the elevator is only a one-shot deal. Like the second that door closes, they're never getting the elevator again. Like the door will stay open if you just if you block
if you
it.
put your hand
So
in the
why
sensor.
they just have to? Why everyone has to be in such a rush to get the fuck on? It's just. What about people who take the elevator up one level or down one level? One level.
You should, I think, in my opinion, if you're going up one level, you don't need an elevator. If you're going down 2 levels,
Sure.
you don't need an elevator. And I will say people that have physical disabilities, they're excluded from
100%
this.
excluded.
But why we're a bunch of fat fucks, we're not willing to go up a pair of steps every once in a while.
Well, that is true. Do you have any other issues with the elevator?
Oh, do I have issues with the
Please,
elevator?
because mine's going to be a little bit.
So, I think people are very awkward about eye contact and their etiquette once you're in the elevator. So it's not just the getting on and off the elevator that's an issue. That once you're in there, people do one of three things. They will either, I guarantee this, next time you're in an elevator, check this out, I guarantee it. I guarantee it. I'm like that with the men's warehouse dude. I guarantee it. So, guarantee it. So they'll do one of three things. One, pull out their phone. Two, they stare at the numbers. Three, they stare at the floor. No one will talk. Everyone will be awkward as hell, and they'll do one of those three things. I don't know what it is about elevators, but they do that.
Well, I can understand the phone thing because that's just an extension of us now. Like, we're at that level now where you cannot be without your phone. I am very I'm very aware of it. See what I did there? I didn't know the word, so I used another
You
word.
tried really hard.
Cognate. I'm very,
Cognizant?
what is it?
Cognizant?
Again?
Cognizant.
Aware.
Nailed it.
That's it.
Got it.
That I
Okay.
can't walk from my bedroom to
You're like a living thesaurus.
I am. Thank
It's like
you.
a type of dinosaur.
It's very small hands.
Very tiny hands.
But
Long legs, but tiny ass hands.
I can't walk from my bedroom to the living room without having my phone in my hand. And it fascinates me, not to get off topic here, but I don't understand when people go, I didn't get your text till late. Like, I know every single moment that I get a text. My phone's never out of my hand, so I don't know. I don't understand that. But
It varies for me because sometimes I'll have my phone pretty regularly, and there's other times where, like, if I'm with my daughter,
yeah, I mean,
I'm completely focused on what she's doing.
Sure, yeah. If I'm out exercising or doing something in the house, but 90% of the time the phone is always in my possession.
No.
Yeah, but I also believe there's an etiquette change with the elevator, of just general common courtesy in an elevator, because your bubble, your personal space is now gone because you have to now share this with up to 8 people in a room. So you're trying to be what's it kind of
Cognizant.
aware that other people are also there. So you don't want to bump into them or accidentally touch someone or it's all the part where men were gentlemen. And they allowed people to get on first. It's like holding the door for the ladies
I
kind of
still
thing.
believe in this stuff.
Sure, we believe in it, but it's not an ongoing practice anymore. It's not done anymore.
I think
So,
just common decency is not something done as much as it used to be.
I mean, there was a period not too long ago where it was considered rude if a man held a door open for a woman. And that's just very recent. That was in the last 10 years. So. But back to your elevator.
I mean, I think you should hold the door for anybody, truthfully.
Sure, but
Yeah, I mean, I expect a thank you or something.
do you really?
I do.
Really?
I do.
Because it's a minimal effort out of your day to hold an elevator. You just put your arm out.
Yeah.
So there's nothing touching your arm. You didn't hold it open. You're not struggling with it. And you expect a thank you.
I do.
What if they don't thank you?
I say you're welcome.
So you make it uncomfortable. Well, if
I
you're
do.
going to make it uncomfortable, why
I do
don't
the
you
same
get
thing
in
for
the
doors.
elevator and face people?
I do. I do. I've started doing that. Started doing that in the past like 1 or 2 years. I will walk into an elevator. I will let the door close directly at my back, and I will look at the back of the elevator.
That's so funny.
And I will make eye contact with people. And it weirds people out. They don't know what to do. It freaks people out. And I love it.
Well, you're being the dominant, right? You walk in and you're staring someone in the eye.
Oh,
no
I'm
one likes to
serving
look anyone in
no
the eye.
one likes
no
it.
one. I
And
can't.
they're in an enclosed space. I got the door right behind me. I am the alpha of the moment.
I wish I had the balls to not only face the people, but to out loud fart in there. And then just look at them as I'm farting, and just stand there. Oh God, I wish I had that in me to do that.
That is a power move. That is a power move.
I have been in an elevator with a famous individual who did that, and I laughed so hard. Farts are funny, no matter where you are. Like you could be in the worst mood. Someone farts in front of you, you're gonna laugh.
I don't think I have that confidence to do that.
Exactly. I can't do it. I talk a good game, but I could not physically do it.
I would love to do that. Just hard
Yeah,
eye contact with
totally.
someone and let the most outrageous fart go, like damn near, if not shitting yourself, fart.
I would probably get so worked up that I would probably black out. Like I would just be like, here I go. Like I would psych myself up for it. I'd walk in it and I would probably black out. My issue with the elevator
Ready.
is I'm actually afraid of the elevator.
Afraid of the elevator.
So here's it's 2 parts and it's actually a 3-parter. One, I work in an industry where we put a lot of heavy things in an elevator. Okay. The elevator itself was built a long time ago compared to the item that I'm putting in the elevator. So if this box that I'm putting inside the elevator weighs 1 ton and you put it in the elevator dropped a good 2 inches. Like it went like
That's concerning.
that scared. I'll never forget it. It scared the shit out of me. And I remember just saying, I'll take the stairs. And I took all 8 flights of stairs. I was terrified at that moment. Then what made me scared was the elevator is a box that's hung by a pulley system.
Mm-hmm.
So one of 2 things is going to happen. Now I understand that there are multiple safety features to it, so it's not going to just hurtle to the ground, but either the bottom's going to rip off or the strings are going to break.
If someone works in the elevator industry, we'd love to talk to you because we have we have interest.
Yeah, 100%. And then the part that on top of that scared me is I once went to the top floor of our building, and then we took another elevator to another floor up above it where the actual generators were.
Okay.
So the generator and the pulley system are up in the air, or up on like the 14th floor.
Okay.
So all that weight's being pulled down 14 floors. So I'm in this room where the generators are, and the motors are electric, so they're very quiet, but it would go woo, woo, like you would hear it every time it would rev up, and the floor would just do a little. Well, if there's anything that I know, it's that things that do this wear out.
They don't like doing that forever.
And it would click. It would make like a clicking noise, like so it stopped on this floor, and you would hear click, and then it would wheel, and it just feared it. I got so scared knowing that the weight of the elevator is actually hung with, and how strong are the floors? Like it gets in. I can get myself so worked up talking about elevators and garages that I will get myself put into a panic attack.
You ever get trapped on an elevator?
No, I'm not actually afraid of that.
Not afraid of that.
I'm not afraid of that at all.
But have you been?
No, I've never been that lucky. I've only been involved with that once at our job, and it was been probably 15 years ago, and it happened for probably 5 minutes to an employee of ours. Oh, you got stuck in an elevator?
I think that was me.
No, it was our boss,
It was a boss.
who stupidly called me from her cell phone to say that she was stuck in an elevator and screaming at me to help her. And I said, push the black button. There's a button in there that says push, and guess who it calls? Security. Boop. But yeah.
Yeah, I got trapped in an elevator at work.
Wow.
It was one of the garage elevators.
Okay. For how long?
About 15 minutes.
No. See, I want to be, if I'm going to get stuck in there, I want to be like overnight.
But I got stuck between floors.
Okay.
And they managed to get the door open.
Yeah.
And when they opened the door, the floor was about at my chest.
I would say chest level. Has to be chest level.
So I handed my stuff out.
Sure.
And then had to crawl out of the elevator.
Did they throw in a little giant ladder to you?
No.
How did you hoist your big ass up? Because I don't have
Skill.
No. There was a little person in there helping you up. Because if that building was on fire, I could not get my big ass up in the
I
air.
got up. Got out.
Oh, you're strong.
Doesn't look like it.
I would have said no, I can't do it, and just sat in there. I would have made a pee corner, and then I would have made a shit corner.
You got to designate a peak
You
corner.
have to. Dwight said it.
You know what? I've actually gotten stuck twice in the past 2 years.
Jesus.
Because I forgot with another coworker, we got stuck in an elevator, and the first thing we did was designate P corners.
I've learned not to get in an elevator with you.
Don't get in an elevator with me.
I'm not terrified of elevators. I'm not to the point where I can, but the problem is once it gets in my head, it's very hard for that not to be there and not for me to focus on it. And then I start taking the stairs. So, yeah.
I like to fart in an elevator before I leave it. You ever do that?
No, I mean, I fart everywhere I go.
But it's like a last little gift for the next person that gets the elevator.
I've been on the world's fastest elevator. I've been on 2 elevators.
that like?
So I was on the world's fastest elevator,
right.
and I was also on the first and only elevator to ever go at an angle. Oh, I've been on 3 different ones. I've been to the St. Louis Arch, where you get into these little egg pods, and the elevator takes you to the top. That was interesting.
I didn't even know that did that.
Yeah, so that your the center of the arch is hollow.
Okay.
So I'm 6'4", and there's only room for 4 people in it. And I'm telling you, you are crammed in this fucking thing. Like you were, like I had my knees as high up as I could get, and I was crossed over because the 2 other guys that were in it were equally as big as I was. And I had never known these. I'd never met these guys before, and I was like, "Holy shit, we're not gonna fit."
Were they doing like a dare or a challenge or something? Like seeing how
No,
many, like,
that's
big
the only way you
bastards
can
we
get.
fit in one?
Well, first you go through this horrendous tour, which is pretty wild. But then you get to the top, and you're like, "Holy shit!" But then you got to get in it again to go back down because it's just a big. It's like a big Ferris wheel, if you will. The Luxor Hotel in Las Vegas. The Luxor is a pyramid,
Okay.
so their elevators go at an angle.
That's weird as hell.
Yes, it's more of a track. And then
That's weird.
also in Las Vegas,
I've never been to Las Vegas.
you're missing out. I for the life of me, I can't remember. It's the real tall stratosphere. So the casino's at the top, or all the ride exhibits are at the top. So you get in the elevator, and I think it goes 34 miles an hour or 34 floors a minute or something like that, however they measure it. But you have to pay to get on it. And you start, it goes, and like you're like your equilibrium goes off a little bit. You're like, whoa,
I would find that uncomfortable.
it's fast. You don't have time to be uncomfortable. It's fast.
I just.
Oh, and then the elevator in the Hoover Dam. Big elevators, like, I don't know, 25, 30 people in that thing.
My God.
Yeah. And I think that one's hoist. So it's a, instead of it being like cables, it's a rod that pushes it up and down, like a hydraulic ram, which I feel much safer with. So those are my
I don't know.
experiences.
I think that's a different kind of.
Yeah, but it's still an elevator.
It's still an elevator. It just seems weird to me. I'm so used to the cable pulley driven.
Yeah. Especially if you go to like what do they call it, the Wiz Khalifa,
The what?
world's tallest building.
The Mia Khalifa?
The Mia Khalifa.
Oh shit!
But can you imagine how many?
Berg.
Can you imagine
Isn't it the
how
Burj
many?
Khalifa?
What is it?
The Burj Khalifa?
I watched.
It's that giant fucking building. Then.
It's the world's tallest building currently. And I was watching that Sean Connery movie the other night. That's why I'm thinking of it. Sean Connery. But can you imagine how many elevators you have to get off and take to get to the top of that thing? I can't imagine there's just one.
Staggered. I mean, there might be like a center one.
I'm sure the guy who owns the very top of it takes one elevator all the way up. I'm
As long as he
assuming.
owns the penthouse at the top, of course he does.
Sure.
If I had to pay for that expensive ass motherfucker, I'd want an express elevator in my house too.
But you don't have any fears of the elevators. You don't have any fear, anything that's ever gone like, oh, I shouldn't do this.
Elevator, not really. I mean, when it breaks and I'm stuck in it. Okay.
But you're on an elevator for your job multiple times an hour.
Oh yeah.
So it's just second nature to you. You just go from floor to floor, boom, boom, you're done. Yeah.
No.
So I would be on one floor and had to go down to the basement to do another, and I would just be like, oh, no, I can't do it. I can't be in that elevator knowing that there's another ton of weight on this elevator.
I don't have an option.
I did. You guys are higher than me. I'll meet you in the basement, and I took the stairs all the way down. Every single time, I couldn't do it.
No, I can't leave somebody's house.
Pays to be dumb.
Yeah.
Who's got 2 thumbs and is dumb as shit? This guy.
Yeah, I can't think of much more about elevators.
It's a very
I
interesting
mean, we
topic.
can go on escalators if we really had to.
Escalators it's the only mode of transport that's never broken.
I agree with that. People don't agree with that, but
No.
I agree with that. I mean, they just become steps. I don't know who said that, but
There's John G. Steps.
John G. Steps,
Yeah.
oh, the inventor of steps. Oh, I remember him. Yeah, he's a great guy.
Elevators.
Elevators.
It's time for the Arguing Goldfish podcast.
No, I can't leave somebody, so.
Pays to be dumb. Who's got 2 thumbs and is dumb as shit? This guy.